Hi. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to attach after I finish this one of the recent, I feel like the last yoga asana video was kind of cool. So maybe do that one. Maybe that's one I'll add. Or some of the older ones. Desikachar, if you were here for our conversation the other day, was, I don't know if he's still alive, was Krishnamacharya's son. How about that? So this is a great book. It's always been on my reading list for teacher training and stuff. And today we're going to talk about how intelligent your breath is. Hi, Empress. Hi, Tammy. I love you guys. Hi, Angela. Angela, check your WhatsApp. I sent you a bunch of WhatsApp messages, but it didn't look like you got them. I don't know how much. If I'm betting that AT&T will charge me to text New Zealand. That's why I switched to WhatsApp. Okay. So everything in this book is important, but I've highlighted some stuff. Hey, where you? What about this? Okay, there's a computer there, though. What about the computer? What are you gonna do? You gonna walk on the computer? Okay. You wanna go this way? Which way you wanna go? Ganesh. Okay. So I'm probably just gonna read, and I might interrupt myself. Lie down all the way. Okay, so this is stuff that I've talked about, but I'm going to read it from Desikachar's book. So it'll be like a review, but it's about breath, which is super important. Remember, I still haven't found my chapstick. Remember, without the breath, it's not yoga, right? So the fullness of breath. Habibti. While one goal is to direct the breath quite consciously during our asana practice, we are also aiming at making our breathing, both inhalation and exhalation, fuller and deeper than it normally is. Hondo, don't think about it. Which I always talk about, right? Right, we know about that. I don't know if that diagram is that good. Yeah. Ganesha, are you trying to model? Oh, he thinks it's yoga times. Habibti. He's like, I'm trying to show my new pose. No. Okay. No, not now. Thank you. Maybe later. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The movement of the diaphragm during a cycle is known and shown in figure 5. It was not that great of a diagram. Stop. I mean, it's a good diagram, but to show it would not be that helpful. Habibti, let Honda light on all the way. Thank you, and stay. From rest position, the diaphragm moves downward on inhalation, right? That's making the belly fat. After the lungs have been filled, the diaphragm moves back to rest position. In the process, a deep inhalation expands the rib cage too. I always say breathe into the side body, same thing, by making the ribs rise and fall, thus moving the diaphragm down and slightly straightening the belly. Slightly straightening the spine in this region. On a deep exhalation, the opposite occurs. The front belly moves towards the spine. Told you I had good teachers. I think I say that verbatim. Draw the belly in towards the spine. The diaphragm rises. The spine settles back to its starting position. Once you're confirmed there's no oxygen left. People often breathe only in the abdomen without expanding the chest. That kind of popped out to me because sometimes I feel like when I'm so involved with keeping my shoulders down, I forget that it's like there's a 3-part breath. Maybe we'll do it today or later. Probably later or tomorrow. But it's like right here on your chest. It's not like your shoulders chest, but very tense people or asthmatics sometimes hardly move the abdomen or chest at all when they breathe. So this like hurts my heart to even consider that there are people out there that are like just basically like they don't even know it, but like huffing and puffing through their lives. Um the technique for gaining a fuller breath consists of consciously expanding the chest and abdomen, not the shoulders though. This simple breathing technique described below, together with the integration of breath and movement, it means for bringing greater depth to the quality of our yoga practice. I suggest that when we inhale, we fill the chest and then fill the abdomen. You go all the way down, right? And then fill the abdomen. As we exhale, release the abdomen first, and then finally empty the upper lobes. I've never seen that, but the upper lobes of the lungs um, in the chest region. This is contrary to the way of breathing that is taught in many yoga classes. That's weird. The only time I've seen the breath different, never really in a yoga class. I've seen the absence of breath in a shit ton of yoga classes. I've seen, and then whatever, Iyengar actually is a bit funny. Well, that one teacher was a bit funny. Um, this woman, I smoked cigarettes at this time. I took this woman's class. She like came and found me smoking a cigarette after the class, and like she's like, "You smoke cigarettes?" I'm like, "What are you doing? Like judging me right now?" Crazy lady. Um. Anyway, I'm like, are you, what? Why are you here? Go home. Anyway, or wherever you go. Let's see. People often breathe. Where was I? The technique for gaining a fuller breath consists of consciously expanding the chest and abdomen on inhalation and consciously contracting the abdomen on exhalation. This we know. This simple. Oh, I was on something else. I'll find it. This simple breathing technique described below, together with again, where was it that about it said other yoga classes teach different? Oh, and mat Pilates. They do exhale on open movements and stop it and inhale on contraction. So it's a bit opposite, but whatever. That's their thing. Okay. When using anatomically, it feels more in alignment to be coming up and opening on inhales for the most part and closing, contracting on exhales. Okay, this is where I was. This is contrary to the way breathing is taught in many yoga classes. The technique I'm suggesting has great advantage of stretching the spine, straightening the back. The movement we start to breathe in, the ribs and spine to which they are attached, is extended upward and slightly straightened. When the other technique of breathing, first into the abdomen and then into the chest, the abdomen expands so much that it inhibits the expansion of the chest, and consequently, the spine is not extended enough. That makes a lot of sense. So basically, I get that. Okay, got it. As well as they say the old yogis used to say you can tell the real age of a person by the health of his spine. It's not we took a slippy slope, sorry. He's not wrong. I was like, don't let the computer hit me, mommy. Okay. Where was we? As well, the abdominal or organs are pressed down further. Sorry, pressed rather than blah blah. As well, the abdominal organs are pressed down rather than the diaphragm being given room to move freely by the rising action of the chest. Cool, got it. Because we are interested in breathing that assists the movement of the body and does not hinder the extension of the spine, this chest to abdomen breath is best to use. Experiment with both methods and feel the difference. Totally. So that's his dad, by the way. This is crazy. I'm calling him crazy facetiously. Wait, I didn't lose my page, did I? I love Krishnamacharya, but he was crazy. I mean, for his time, you know? Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, I often, when I get into talking about yogic history and philosophy and stuff, Patanjali, never forget this, because I often will say Patabi Joyce when I mean Patanjali and vice versa. Patanjali wrote the Yoga Sutras. Patabi Joyce is father of Astanga Yoga, founded in Mysore, okay? Astanga Vinyasa Yoga. Krishnamacharya, he's so funny. He taught Iyengar and Patabi Joyce. All of us are in the lineage of Patanjali. Okay. So just, I noticed a few things. And then I knew Ryan's boyfriend, Chris, was 6'5", but I wrote 5'6" one day. Maybe I'm getting a little dyslexic. Okay. I think, hold on. I'll come back and set this up better. It's like on my knees in my hand. Okay. Let me show you how Ted's Krishnamacharya is. Wait, I know there are better ones. Yo, he's so hardcore. What this man did with his body. Let me find one of his like Sirsasana. This is probably when he's like 60 or something. Krishnamacharya. He's so funny. Okay. Maybe we'll come back to that chapter. Okay. I was like, I usually set up over there, and there's a reason I'm not, and I'm never going to tell you probably. I love you guys. Sam, you crack me up. How are you? Yes, let's go. Another dose of positiveness and learning. That's right. I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but sister or brother. Okay, the breath is the intelligence of the body. Let's explore further the possibility of feeling the breath as it moves in and out. By doing this, okay, so at one time, like I'm visualizing, I'll use this for breath work, but right now it's for like study. Because I feel like this would be a perfect thing to say. Like I almost wanted to be like, okay, let's breathe. But I want to talk about the technical aspects of the breath, etc. Let's explore further the possibility of feeling the breath as it moves. Feeling the breath as it moves in and out. By doing this, the quality of our breathing while we are practicing asanas gradually improves. This is true for sure. They don't teach us how to properly breathe. You know the two things that human beings don't really do very well in life? It's two of the things that we do most in life. Humans don't stand well, they don't breathe well. Like, why wouldn't that be like 101? You know, we should learn that in like kindergarten, how to breathe into the belly. Whatever. Okay. Let's explore further the possibility of feeling the breath as it moves in and out by doing this, the quality of our breathing, I said that, gradually improves. When practicing an asana, our attention should be directed towards a central point of the movement of the breath. Remember, I've talked to you guys about having a drishti, a point of focus, like looking at one thing. In most yoga poses, there is a set one, right? Downward dog, it's your belly button, and that makes a lot of sense. It encourages you to keep your neck long. In warrior two, it's your middle finger. I've heard it's the middle finger because that's the longest, so it's the place furthest away from you. And a standing pose is just anything that's not moving in front of you, like one spot. But the breath will always be the most important. Say, my mama beats me, so I always gotta be around her. Okay. I'm gonna forget all about that. Okay. When practicing an asana, our attention should be directed towards. He's so cute. He's reading too. Okay. He's such a buddy. When practicing an asana, our attention should be directed towards the central point of the movement of the breath. For instance, the main action when we breathe, it moves from the upper chest to the navel. When we breathe out, the action is mostly in the abdomen. Our attention is these movements consciously following the breath. It is a form of meditation. I say that all the time. Conscious breathing is a form of meditation. Just inhaling and exhaling consciously. And breath is the entrance into meditation, right? Or focus and concentration on. This is the same attention. Come completely with the movement. This is the same attention. Sorry, beans. Just gonna switch here. To action that we discussed earlier. Whoever masters this can direct his attention onward to any sort of activity. In order to produce a fine, smooth feeling when we breathe, we narrow the flow of breath in the throat, producing a gentle breathing sound. That's that ujjayi sound. This is that one. Let's see. The measure for control is our sound, which becomes very gentle and ultimately should not require any effort or create any feeling of tension. After this technique is mastered, the sound is present during both inhalation and exhalation, known as ujjayi, allows us to hear as well as to feel the breath as it becomes deeper and longer. The practice of this technique has two advantages. First, we are closer to the flow of our breath, and in this way, we can remain more alert during asana practice. Second, the sound tells us where we have to stop or change an asana. Yes, the breath is never compromised. I'll get into that later. Let me see if you guys have questions about this so far. Hold on. And I want to smoke a little bit of pot. I hope everyone's amazing. I saw a very funny movie today. I texted a bunch of you about it. It's on Shitflix. It's called High School Senior Year. What is it called, Empress? High School Senior Year, maybe? I think Senior Year. It's got a blonde girl. Lambros thinks she's from New Zealand, which is very possible, but she's playing a... That's a good idea, actually. She's playing a Australian girl. She's so fucking... It's so funny. I was just laughing. Sam, using the technique has been surprising and made me realize that I take very shallow, light breaths instead of using my chest and abdomen. A calmness washes over me from head to toe. Yeah. Yay. It's whatever. Ha ha. Hi, guys. I'm ready to learn. Always, right? Good. I love you, Tammy. Everyone up in this piece. Prana is so important. So I'm just gonna repeat this. It'll never really bear not repeating or whatever. You guys know how funny I am. Like I wanted to be I wanted to be in a certain price bracket. I thought this was a treat, like an extra, but it's like it's a concentrate. Rosin's not here. Maybe he'll see this one day, which I paid for, but whatever. Excuse me. I slept like 14 hours last night. I woke up 3 times and walked the boys, made rice, and like hung out for like stayed up for like 30 minutes because yeah, like I know my body. Like if I eat and like go right to bed, I don't feel good the next day. So I stayed up for like 30 minutes when I was like, back to bed. I woke up at like 7, back to bed. Woke up at like 10. I was like, I guess I can wake up now. But I went to bed at like 10:30 last night or something. So maybe it was like 12 hours. Anyway, and what's going on with you guys? Oh, hold on. Tammy. Okay, it's been rough. What has been? Oh no. Tammy, what happened with the surgery? You probably told us down here. Not your Rottweiler that you don't have, that Shelly has. Um, Tammy, when I asked you that time, you must have been confused. I don't know if you were here for the chat when I was asking about your Rottweiler. It's because someone else has a Rottweiler. Are your dogs okay? This can get better. And rough. Another emergency visit. After the surgery and visit to the vet. The vets can be. I wish that they could make vets a little bit like, I don't know. I don't know how they are around you guys, but pretty much everywhere I've lived, I've maybe been to like one or two vet offices. Sorry, I'm balancing this on a book and my knee. That felt like cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would love to start, or like, I would definitely be interested in being like a helper person to do some kind of like, you know, like visit you at home kind of vet thing. I'm surprised there aren't more things like that, you know? Actually, haha, I'm a man. Okay, cool. Sam. I'm just surprised actually how many women are on my channel. I love it. Also, the angle you're filming works because you have the natural might work for light, but anatomically it's not sustainable. Trust. You have the natural light coming through. You know what's what's happening? This is ridiculous. The book I have this on is sliding because it's like a slippy book. I'll come back. I love you guys so much. Ash, because we are enslaved. Whip, whip. Yeah. We're so dumb. We're so enslaved. We're so affected by everything. We're so weak. That was rude. That was rude. I thought I found like an extra lighter. There's a dead lighter. It's not a crack pipe. It's a chillum. I know it does look sus as fuck. All my bowls need to be cleaned. I'm not a great joint roller. I kind of quit those sticks. I used to always have sticks, pot sticks, I call them pot sticks, the cartridges. And whatever, I'm not like, I've just decided to just smoke flower. Oh, good. Cheers. Who cares? I mean, what's the whole like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere? Like, I don't know. Most people know about day drinking. I feel like people that don't, I'm not gonna, whatever. People that don't know about day drinking, it's like a different kind of thing, I don't know what to say. Usually, if you have like a drink or something in the day, you probably won't at night or whatever. I don't know. Everyone's different. Do what makes you happy. I'm happy that you're doing that. Oh, I saw Empress hanging with her son today. They were having so much fun. Oh, whoops. Let's see. I love you, Tammy. Damn, you can feel the depths of your stomach breathing that way. Yes, it's whatever. Yeah, I thought I could only. Sam. I thought I could only be achieved with a good pasta dish. That's funny. But see, here's the thing, and especially after we eat food, this is going to drive me a little bit nuts, guys. Especially after we eat food, it's very important to oxygenate, like to send air to your belly and stuff. Oh, Sumati is here. Sumati, I texted you in my head like 10 times today. Hi. Did you get my telepathic text? Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna find a different setup. I'll be back. Um, And I feel because I wanna do this breath, I wanna explore what we just talked about, and I just anatomically, it's not gonna happen in this situation. So, I'll be right back in the next half hour or something. Bye.